Earlier this week I shared the games I'm most excited to play in 2017 in terms of PlayStation exclusives. Now here are the Xbox exclusives I'm excited to play in 2017, but let's be honest, there weren't very many to choose from. But regardless, here are the games I'm looking forward to playing on Xbox One/PC later this year, unless Microsoft cancels them. Sea of Thieves is a new action-adventure IP from Rare, the same company that created Banjo-Kazooie and Conker's Bad Fur Day. But it should be noted that most of the people that helped create those games left Rare and created Playtonic Games, where they're now working on Yooka-Laylee at the moment. Sea of Thieves is heavily influenced around social play, taking place in an open world that's connected online. You play as a pirate with your teammates of other players connected online. It's essentially your own pirate adventure narrative where you and your friends make up a pirate crew that can go on quests, seek secret treasures on islands, or go the easy route and just steal other people's treasures. I got the chance to play it at E3 last year with 4 other strangers lined up with me at a local demo unit. Although I didn't know them personally, we were quickly yelling at each other like a real pirate crew as we went into battle against another pirate ship with 4 other players on the opposite end of the demo station. It's definitely looking like a very promising social party game, something I could definitely get behind. State of Decay II is another zombie survival game from developer Undead Labs, whose only other real project was the original State of Decay, at least in terms of console games. The sequel was announced at last E3, and the trailer showed that a lot of the core survival zombie mechanics from the original game will make a return in the sequel. Aside from that, developers have confirmed that the sequel will feature online co-op, one of the most requested features by fans in addition to the larger open world in the first game. Sadly, there isn't any player versus player combat as the game focuses on the survival aspect of the world along with creating a community with your teammates. While we don't know too much about the specific changes and additions to the sequel, it overall looks like an advancement of the fundamentals of the original game, making it a pretty fun party game to play with friends. Cuphead. Hopefully this actually comes out this year for sure. The game was revealed back in 2014, and many expected it to come out in 2016 before it was delayed to mid-2017. Cuphead is a retro-themed platformer, but not in the sense of video games, but retro in cartoons. The art style of the game directly mimics the animation of cartoons in the 1930s, like Mickey Mouse and Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. In terms of the gameplay, it takes inspiration from old-school platformers like Contra that have you run and gun while avoiding enemy fire. I got to play a bit of the platforming section and boss levels at multiple different trade shows over the past few years, and here are my thoughts. The game looks absolutely amazing with beautiful hand-drawn animations that look like real cartoons. Even the 3D objects in the game were handcrafted and scanned into the game to work like a stop-motion background. The platforming section, although lovely looking, could feel a bit boring at times with no real life or excitement to it. The bosses, on the other hand, were the complete opposite, with great challenging bosses that had me internally yelling every time I died. I'm looking forward to seeing how the game has improved since last E3. Hopefully it does actually come out this year. Crackdown 3 is an open-world action-adventure game, the sequel to the almost 7-year-old Crackdown 2 on the Xbox 360. Crackdown 3's most defining feature shown off so far is its use of cloud computing from Microsoft. We've heard Microsoft use this term before with a few other games, but with the power of the cloud, developers can get online servers to help process some of the game's data so it doesn't burden or slow down the gameplay on the Xbox One locally. It's essentially using other online computers to help power the CPU-intensive game. It definitely shows too, because Crackdown 3 is one of the most destructive looking games out there. Quite literally. Where the Battlefield series tends to do really well in this genre, Crackdown 3 seems to do it even better with true calculated destruction and physics. For example, when you destroy a bunch of buildings, they actually pile up rather than disappear after a few minutes. Overall, this new entry in the series looks like an upgraded experience that tries to stay true to the original comedic tone of the first game rather than the second game. Tacoma is the newest game from developer Fulbright. You may have heard of them or played their last project, Gone Home. Tacoma was announced back in 2014 at the Game Awards. The story takes place on the Tacoma spaceship, 200,000 miles away from Earth. You play as a character trying to piece together what happened to the travelers and passengers in the space station, using augmented reality recordings of the travelers left behind on the space station. It's a multi-threaded narrative-driven game, just like Gone Home, and most games that are dubbed walking simulators. But the change in the setting is definitely far from the 90s aesthetic in Gone Home. I was really intrigued by the story of Gone Home, and Tacoma looks like it'll do the same. I just hope it isn't another AI turns out to be evil and kills everyone on the ship story. But I have faith in Fulbright and them telling a cool and unique story with this game. And those are the Xbox One exclusives, at least the ones that we know about so far, because you know Ori and the Blind Forest 2 might be announced in July. But those are the games that I'm excited for that we know about so far that are exclusive to the Xbox One and also kind of on PC. But let me know what you guys are excited to play on Xbox One later this year in the comment section below. I guess you can also post non-exclusives because I'm assuming if we choose exclusives, you're probably just going to list what I listed in the comments below. But let me know what in general you're excited to play on Xbox One. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like below and consider subscribing to be notified when I release more content like this. While you wait for my next video, here are 2 other videos I recently put up. My social networks are also on screen if you want to follow me there. And thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.